Hey, Mitchell. So, I wanted you to see the properties that I can see and talk through it with you. So, what I did was I went into just your neighborhood and I looked for what the actives, what's under contract, which there was nothing under contract. There's three active homes, yours being one of them, and then there's five homes that sold within the last 90 days. But what I also look at is, and I've sorted them by size. So the smallest home is here and the larger homes are at the bottom. But when I look at this, I go in and I see, okay, when did it go on the market? And here's the day. So this one was entered just for comp purposes, so we can't really tell like how long they marketed it or anything because they didn't put it in until the same day that it sold. So here's the date it sold, here's the day it was put in the MLS. But it does give us like baseline information. Okay, so that's that one. Let's see, that's your house. This is a neighbor's house. So, and it's listed at 589. You're at 598, and it's your 2492 square feet, four bedrooms, two and a half baths. This one is 2494 square feet, three bedrooms, two and a half baths. So they've got one more bedroom than you, or one less, and they're $10,000 less than you. So that's probably, assuming that y'all are both priced right, that's probably um, good news, I guess, is one way to look at it. All right, so here's a home sold for 600,000. I think this is the one you were telling me about. Was the same floor plan as yours. So 2494 square feet. It's three bedrooms, two and a half baths. It sold at 600,000. Here's what I want you to see. This home went on the market. Um, what is that? April 7th. And then it took it 26 days to get a contract ratified, which back in April, that was a long time. So it was probably priced fairly high. The other thing I can look at here is to see, did it have any price changes? So no, they put it on at 600 and they just sat until somebody took a bite, you know. So 26 days to um, get a contract, and then it closed on June 3rd. So it's one thing to look at homes that sold in 2000 or in 2022 back in April, but for it to have taken this long tells me it was probably overpriced, you know, and it would definitely be overpriced now, just because the market has slowed down. You know, there's still buyers out there, homes are still selling, but it's just not as at the same frantic pace that it was. Okay, so that's that one, and we can look at, well, they're kind of all scattered in there. Let's zoom in. Okay, so yeah, here's your home right here. Here's the one that sold for no, that's the one I was just talking about. This one up here is the one that sold for comp purposes only, and it's way over there. This is the one that took 26 days, so it's one street over from you. And then here's this one. They're all in your neighborhood, which is good news. Okay, so let's look at this one. It's larger, 2664, five bedrooms, two and a half baths. And let's see, when did it go on the market? March 31st, and it only took 4 days to sell. So five bedrooms, two and a half bathrooms. way bigger. And here, this is interesting. So the list price was $649, and it actually got bid up to $665. So 16,000 over what the list price was. So, all right, let's travel on down here and look at the other two. Here's another active home. This one's way bigger. It's 3317, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. It's listed at almost $1 million, and it's been on the market just a few days, like let's see, what is that? 9 days, so 2 weeks. And then this one here closed at 975, so that's probably what they're basing that home off of, why they're listing it at that price. And this one, this is probably for comp purposes only too. Yeah, so we don't know how long it was on the market, or how long it took it to sell, but it was probably an off-market deal. So we don't know, at what point, because this one up here, that it was put on the market in April, which is a way different market than where we are now in July. And you would hope that it wasn't different, but it is. So then I have this, and I'll send it to you, but it kind of like sits like outlines everything in an outline form. How many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, how many square footage, what was the price per square foot. And smaller homes are always going to sell at a higher price per square foot than larger homes, unless there's like something special about it. So this one, I didn't look at the pictures, or and this is one didn't have a write-up either, so you can't really say what the upgrades were or anything, but something made this one special, that because to have it sell that much more than price per square foot than this smaller home is unusual. Yeah, I will say that. So it must have special features. Maybe it's got a pool. I don't really know. All right, so let's go back here, and I think oh, I know what I was thinking just now. All right, hang on. I want to show you something else too on your home. All right, so you went on the market 600, and I guess depending on like how many showings you've had, and how much interest there's been in the home. You said you had 2 potential offers, but really you've had no offers. So when I say you got to be aggressive with the price, this is too long of a time frame to wait to drop the price. So I've got a house on the market right now, and I put it on. We were a little bit high, and I thought maybe we were a little high, so I got an appraisal, and we were 15,000 over the appraisal price. So I lowered it to 10,000 below the appraisal price, with the seller's approval. And we still don't have any showings. So now we're doing an open house, and it's been on the market a, a week yesterday. So when you don't have any showings, or you have showings and you don't have any activity, that's a sign that you need to lower the price, assuming that there's nothing wrong with the home, that it has good curb appeal, and your house does. You know, that's a beautiful home, and it's got the double porch, that's a nice feature. The pictures, the inside interior pictures look great. Um, so it doesn't have like a walkthrough. Like, let's see if there's a home here that's like, yeah, I don't see that any of these homes have walkthroughs or or like the dollhouse where you click through and actually like you're walking through the home. So, but that would be one thing I would do, if I had your home and was listing it, because people are shopping online, and when they're shopping online, they want to be able to walk through the home, and they can't do that, um, when they're virtual, unless there is that. Um, it's called Matterport, Matterport, and it's an extra expense that the agent has to pay for, but it helps buyers, and it helps you as the home seller, for your house. So, without seeing your home, what I would purchase it for, if we assumed that 600,000 is the right price, which I can tell you it's not the right price because your home hasn't sold yet. So if it was, I would probably say, I wouldn't be able to buy your home, or an investor wouldn't be able to buy your home for probably more than 500, 515,000, which is probably way less than what you want to sell it for. But there are some things I can do if you get to that point where you want to pursue other options, because what I do is I market on social media, which means I run ads on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and I generate interest in the property, so I don't just post it on the MLS and put a sign in the front yard and, hope that it sells. I actually, run ads and do things to promote the listing to get people's attention. And I do reverse prospecting, which you go through the MLS and you can find people that, like, somebody has a search. So let's look at your house. So we'll say we're going to reverse prospect it. So we'll click the button and then run reverse prospecting. And this will pull up all the agents who have a property or a property search going, that they have a buyer or a potential buyer that's looking for a home, that your home meets that criteria. So so then I would call all these agents and talk to them, and I'd send them the house so they can see it, and then I'd give them a call. So anyway, that's uh, one of the things I would do to help you get your home sold. So anyway, you've got my number. I'm going to stop this recording and send it on over to you, and then we can, if this is something that, I think you just need to get aggressive with your pricing, and I think your agent will probably, do a good job for you. You may just have to say, hey, we got to generate interest, because like we talked about on the phone, you don't want to get down to where your house is finished and you're panicked and you still don't, because then you're like giving your house away because you just want to get it sold because you don't want to have two payments. So, all right. So we can talk further. And if you have any questions, please feel free to call me back. All right. Bye-bye.